M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sooners offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national. Really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So TCU's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
He does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the catch, man. He's got some wheels.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, they're after him. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He'll take it himself. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. There's some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's small. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball.
Finding some room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, it's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be. He can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to pass, it's Craig. Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using his feet. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. It's 3rd and 5. This is a designed run. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Freeze.
To the air. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback will keep it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at James Madison going up against Appalachian State. And it's the Dukes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Craig. That's caught. It's small. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Finds his man. It's Tegna. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open, he makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I...
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they did tack on the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Handoff from the gun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Quarterback keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout the season, man. You've seen him. The ability to throw the football and make plays. He's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man. Inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark. That's a big feat for a QB.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Small. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The run inside, it's Payne. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it on the option. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Throws to the tight end. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly, because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the move. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Would be an alley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's James. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team,